Hey, y'all.
Hey, welcome back to another edition of Queens of the Ring. Happy Friday, y'all.
Happy Friday, y'all. We made it barely.
We made it. We
Barely,
made it, though.
barely.
We made it. Glad to see y'all in the building. Let's see who we got in here. Hey, Nurse Lee.
Hey, Nurse Lee.
Hey, Black Attack. Pablo Escobar. How y'all doing? Come on in, y'all. Come on in the room. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in.
The room is full.
Okay, room full. We're gonna go ahead and jump right in, y'all. We didn't see y'all last week, so we missed y'all.
Surely.
We missed
It's
y'all.
been a long week.
Yeah, happy New Year. We saw y'all on Sunday, but we didn't see y'all Friday. So happy New Year.
Here, y'all.
How has your week been, Boxing?
You know, it's been a week. Me and my boy, Amarion, done danced his ass up in my house. And got on me and my boy, but he good. I'm the one that's getting danced on. He stopping and owing all over my ass.
Oh, well, you don't look like it. You don't look like it. You look like you kicking his ass.
I appreciate it, but believe me, baby, he tearing me up. He tearing me up.
I already know. He tried to jump on me too, but I wasn't having this shit. I wasn't
Baby,
having it. I wasn't having it. Y'all stay safe. Stay
for
safe off in
real.
these COVID filled streets. Y'all be safe. Be safe
What
out
about
here.
you, friend? How was your week?
I had a good week, good productive week, and guess what? I'm about to have an even better week coming up because your girl is on hiatus. I'm on vacation coming
Go
up. So
ahead, girl. Go ahead.
I'm so excited. I don't know what to do.
You better
I need
enjoy
this
that
vacation.
time.
I need this vacation. So yeah, I'm excited. I am, but I'm not. I typically try to do a little something, get out a little bit when I have vacation, but these COVID filled streets gonna have me right in the house. That's what I'm gonna be doing. So
Telling you, right between them closed doors, ain't nothing wrong with it, friend.
yep.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Hey y'all, I see y'all coming on in the room. Come on in the room. TZ Frank, I always take a vacation at the beginning of the year, boo. Every year in January, I take a week. Yes, I
See,
do.
I
Yes, I
normally try to get mine around my birthday. I'm taking it right now.
I get that week, that month too. So look, y'all, we are going to typically our show was constructed to be a weigh-in discussion show. We have one fight this weekend. What's the brother's name? Joe Smith.
That
Very
man that knocked that boy in between the rings.
Yeah, I wasn't really familiar with Joe Smith. I didn't know I knew who he was. I just didn't know his name. Joe Smith is the gentleman that sent Bernard Hopkins right on into retirement, all through them ropes, all on the floor, gave that man a 20 count. Yeah, so he's fighting. He's fighting this weekend, and there's actually a belt on the line. So yeah, there's the one fight of the weekend. Watch the weigh-in. I don't know who this brother is that he's fighting.
I don't know either, friend. I don't even have an answer for you.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
just,
the Mexican.
I only want to watch it because it's a fight. You know what I'm saying? I
That's
like
it.
boxing. That's it.
That's it. That's it. So we're gonna talk about what's been going on in the world of boxing, and there's been a lot going on in the world of boxing. Boxiana, do you have any Twitter tea for us
I
today?
mean, Mr. Keith Thurman, that's about the only Twitter tea that I got so far, other than this other dramaful mess that's going on in boxing. But have you seen Keith lately?
I had not seen Keith until you shot me that tweet. And, we give Keith Thurman a lot of flack, but I did say that it is a new year and I was going to allow him over a new leaf. And I another chance. I was just going to see what happens in this next fight. And those pictures look a whole lot better than that we saw of him punching that bag. So maybe Keith has something in store for us. What do you think?
Keith better return Vader's phone call, or I'm gonna start asking some questions on how he's so skinny so fast. Because 2 weeks ago he was still 210 pounds.
How many?
210, 215, somewhere up in there. Keith was heavy. Keith was so big he was sweating when he talked, and you know he talked a lot. He talked a lot. I don't know. He's very thin for his. He was really big, and I know like you can lose weight fast if you're doing your body right, but I ain't never seen Keith thought he dropped no weight like that and still look in like good shape. He looked good, man. Like he gonna give Mario Barrios a hard time. I'm kind of questionable at this point.
Listen, if me putting aside my feelings for Keith, he really should beat Mario Barrios. I mean, Mario is moving up in weight. This is his first fight at 147. Keith has been preserved as much as any boxer I know because he doesn't fight very often. So he should come into this fight fresh, feeling like brand new, and he really should be the favorite in this fight. Now, I like Mario Barrios, but he let Tank beat him up. So really, if I just put my bias aside, Keith should not, he should knock him out. If he doesn't knock him out, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna feel away if Keith Thurman does not knock Mario Barrios out and Tank Davis did. If he can't get him
upset because he been out the ring for so long, friend. I gotta hold that into account. It's been 3 years.
He is one time. His name is one time. That's what the man calls himself, one time. And we always say power is the last thing to go. If he don't,
he didn't have that much power against Manny. That was the last time he fought. We saw how Keith looked against Manny. We honest people here. He didn't look spectacular against Manny. So what's changed in between Manny Pacquiao and him upcoming fight with Mario Barrios?
Another 2-year layoff. Like I said, he should be well preserved. He knows that at this point it's all or nothing. He can't afford to not have a really good performance. He's trying to get himself back in the mix. And so to me, the only way for him to legitimately get himself back in the mix is to deliver a knockout.
Good luck. That's all. Good luck. I hope that for him because he needs that to get back in the game, like you said. I mean, well, back in the game, technically, if you heard Sean Porter said they're calling him the dark horse of boxing. Carson Wentz and A over there. I call all of them out. They all said they're calling him the dark horse of boxing. What you think? Of
boxing or just 147?
147. The dark horse of 147.
I don't know if I would call him that. I'll have to get back with you on that after this Mario Barrios fight. If he delivers a stellar performance, if he can knock Mario Barrios out, then I may nod to that. But right now, absolutely not, because we don't know what we're getting. If we're gonna give anybody the dark horse title, it wouldn't be Keith. I wouldn't get it to Keith.
I mean, I mean, like we said a while ago, I would say Danny Garcia, but you said, that's about the same as Keith Thurman. Danny Garcia is washed now, you said.
Yeah, I don't have no fear for Danny. Like I don't think anybody is fearful of Danny right now. Like I don't think if Virgil Ortiz or Boots Ennis got a phone call for Danny Garcia, they're gonna be like, oh, let me think about it. They're gonna beat the shit out of Danny.
the dark horse of 147 has to be like a feared name, or is it like the old warrior? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are they considering dark horse? Because if we have to be conservative of time, dark horse is Boots to me right now. Don't nobody want to
Exactly.
fight him.
Either Boots, I would even go so far as to maybe say Virgil, or I would, to me, Dark Horse is like, I would say up and go. I wouldn't get that to Keith yet. I would have to wait and see how he performs against Mario Barrios. I'm not gonna give him that title just yet.
Okay, I agree with that.
No, not yet. Mm.
I agree with that. I don't know. I'm iffy with that. Keith ain't giving me dark horse vibes. Not at all. Like,
What kind of vibes is he giving you?
there's something else that Keith Thurman can do. There's a whole lot of things that Keith Thurman can do. Nurse Lee wanted to come to nursing school. I don't agree with that. He should just take his shine. He needs to be a wrestler. Like, he still got active body. Why won't you go to WWE? He is a performer, baby. He can get up there in his little tights and his belly and holler all he wants to.
He is definitely a performer. I think he has a bright future in commentating. I really think he's going to shine, probably even more so than the boxing ring. I don't know. I wouldn't give him dark horse yet, but if, and it's a substantial if he beats Mario Barrios in devastating fashion or gets a stoppage or anything like that, then I'd be more inclined to give him that title. But right now, he got to show me something. He has to show something. He has to. Yeah, I just can't do it. What? Go ahead.
Go ahead, because I think we read each other's mind. Okay, go ahead, Fred. Okay, well, we'll do this and then we'll go to exactly what we're thinking next. Well, speaking of fights and stuff that's coming up, Gary Russell is in the news this week.
He is.
They got a lot going on in the Russell camp.
They do.
I don't know, friend.
How do you feel about his upcoming fight? Because Gary fights not this week, but next week. It has actually crept up on me. I didn't realize he was fighting so soon.
Me either. And I didn't know that his opponent is a solid bitch. I ain't gonna stunt. Yeah, friend, he's strong. Like,
oh yeah, the little what is he, Filipino?
Yeah. Yes. He's strong. I went back and watched a clip. Like, I can't remember. There was some little man fights. You know how I thought that's what I gotta call them. Friend, they are so tiny, but he fight with his feet playing. Like, when he get ready to deliver them big shots, he playing his feet, friend. I'm fearful for that.
Are you nervous?
Yes, because you know what I'm saying. Like I said, they got a lot going on. Jake put out a story about like the family and like I think it was Jake. I don't know. I need to go back and before I quote exactly who wrote the story, but Boxing Racine put it out. He been training himself. This dad got his leg amputated because diabetes is really, really bad. It's a lot going on over there. So he been training, but he ain't been getting Daddy Russell training.
Right.
And you remember Tony Harrison, everybody's camps, when things change up in the dad corners, it be different.
It is. It is topped with the fact, coupled with him, he's another one who, he takes substantial time out of the ring. And I know he comes from a boxing family and he's always in the gym, whether he's training somebody or training himself or whatever. That still is a lot. Like you said, it's a lot going on outside of the ring over there. So I hope Gary been doing this for a long time. So I'm hoping his professionalism will shine through. I'm hoping he can keep it together and, deliver a Gary Russell performance. It would be great if he would, when the last time Gary stopped somebody?
I don't know, friend.
It's been a real long
Honestly,
time.
it's been a while.
It's been a really long time. So it would be great to see him do something, get a stoppage or, just have a really solid performance, hurt this man a few times, something like that. Because people, we don't see Gary. And so we forget. You will forget how good he really is. And it's not the same going back watching old fights versus seeing what you are, what you doing now. And it's no time like the present. So I'm excited for Gary, but I feel you on being a little nervous for him. This dude is young. This dude is hungry. And everybody's looking to make their mark. Everybody's looking to upset the apple cart. And if he is not coming in there 100% focused, anything can happen. Shit, it's boxing. We say it all the time. It's boxing. Anything
it's
can
time
happen.
for some moves to be made. Definitely though, friend. He gotta go in there and like match this boy up. Like
he gotta do something other than just calling people out, because that's getting old too at this point. He done called everybody out and nobody's made a fight that we actually want to see. And I know it's a lot that goes along with that business wise, but at some point something got to give. Something has to give. I hate seeing people or boxers skills and talents diminish over time because they can't get fights that they want or that will put them in the spotlight like they want. So we'll see. I hope Gary don't get in there and not be Gary.
Speaking of Gary, what you think about Gary saying that the fans the reason that he ain't been in the ring?
Did he say?
I forgot. Yeah, he said that in the boxing scene interview. He said that the fans are the reason that he been out of the ring.
What the fans have to do? How does he figure that? The fans?
The fans are the reason that he's been out of the ring.
Well, maybe he's saying the fans aren't pressuring the other fighters that he's calling
saying,
out.
That's okay. That's not our job. That's whoever's promoting the people promoting you. That's their job. Like, that's not our job to get out there and call. No, you want to fight this person? What happened to like the boxing era where somebody get up and be like, you know what? Fuck you. I want to fight you, and the fight get made.
Listen, friend, I could teach a class. And it's really not a class that I should have to teach. It's so much footage. I don't know why. If it were me, I'm talking directly to all of y'all who say you want these fights. I'm talking directly to y'all. It takes nothing to go to a fight of the opponent that you want, whatever fight, whoever that opponent may be. You get the sharpest, you get dressed the best you know how to get dressed. And I don't mean jeans and tennis shoes. I mean, you go sit ringside at that, whoever that may be, go sit ringside at their fight. You don't even have to say nothing. Just your mere presence alone brings eyes. What is he doing here? Why is he here? It's so much social media. Y'all use it the wrong way. Go sit at ringside. Somebody's gonna put a microphone in your face. Oh, I'm scouting my next opponent. Oh, I'm out here I just wanted to see the competition up close and personal. You don't even have to say nothing negative. Just your presence. Be there. You gotta be fly though. You gotta be fly. Being fly.
You know what? No, you ain't even gotta be fly. Competition is always watching. They watching and always fucking learning. You can go up in that bitch with a dusty thong and a toe-up t-shirt. They still gonna watch.
They gonna watch.
Or they gonna watch.
They're gonna watch, but that ain't what I want y'all to look like. That's not what I want y'all.
If you go in there, if that's how you go in there, that's how you go in there.
But go though. Stop being on the internet Stop being with a microphone. These people who you want to fight, they're fighting. You wanted to fight Devin Haney. You could have been in his fight. You wanted to fight Tank. You could have been in his fight. You wanted to fight Crawford. You could have been in his fight. Keep yourself real. People gonna see you. They're gonna ask, well, why aren't you fighting these people? You gotta ask them. I want the fight. Looks
because
like
you don't see them at no like.
Nobody does
you
that.
You don't see that anymore.
Nobody does that. Nobody does. You know the last somebody that did that?
Roy Jones?
No. The last somebody who showed up at everybody's fight in his weight class was George Kambosos. I'll give him that.
Okay.
I'll give him that. And I really think much more highly of him if he makes the right decision and him and Devin get this fight locked down. But I'll give George Kambosos that. I didn't get mad at him when he was doing that. People was like, he hoeing around, going to everybody's fight. I wasn't mad at George at all. George is keeping himself relevant. He ain't hiding from nobody. You know, he was saying the right things, kind of. But he put himself in a position where we want to gonna do. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? He was at everybody's fight in a span of like 3 weeks. He could have been in Australia at home chilling. He was at them fights, like, and he's the one in control. He didn't have to do that. But I like that though. I like that about George.
Yeah, I mean, I miss the drama of boxing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I grew up watching boxing with my daddy. Mike Tyson was his favorite fighter. So, like, I remember Mike Tyson used to get up there and say the rawest, raunchiest shit never spoken to man. Like, I asked a question on Twitter, and I'm asking you because I don't think you answered my question.
What was it?
Is there anybody in this era of boxing that put fear in the heart of men like Mike Tyson did? Can you name a person right now?
Right now?
Yeah, anybody, any of y'all. Can y'all name a fighter right now in this era that strike fear in the hearts of fighters like Mike Tyson did? Mike Tyson had them boys feared.
Shook it. Right now, no. But about 5 years ago, Wilder was that guy. Okay. I think. Well, you know what? That's not true. Because I always felt like what I felt. So, no, there wasn't. He had the power, but I always felt like a certain kind of fighter would beat Wilder. But just fear like Mike Tyson, no.
I can't think of it one off the top of my head. Like, I don't know. No. Like, Mike Tyson didn't even wear a robe. He came out in black shorts and black Air Force One ankle boots. I don't think there's.
And on a good day, he'll have that cutout towel draped around him.
Bro, he come out with that towel. That's a wrap for your ass. You should have known you was gonna get coded out on the stretcher.
Yeah. There are none. There are absolutely none right now who strike that kind of fear. None. No, none. I wish we could get back to that. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, so moving along, Keith Thurman is getting ready for his fight, and we'll see. Other boxing news this week. Looks like Budrick flipped the boxing world upside down. I know you do a lot of tweeting, whatnot. What was the vibe? What was the feel on Twitter when Bud hit everybody on top of the head with this lawsuit against Bob Arum?
You know what? Bud gained a supporter this week. I was on Twitter talking shit to people on the behalf of Budrick Frazier. Yes, I did. Yes, I was, and I was very proud of myself. Strange to see. I was very, very, very surprised at what I saw. All the people the folks that wasn't his folks that supported him, they were standing up high on their Capitol Hill, shitting on Bud from that high hill.
No,
Oh yeah, friend. He has turned the world upside down. Them racist folks that loved him so much because he was with Bob, they won't. Oh baby, Twitter is a hot diddly shit mess behind this.
really?
Yes, they have brought. It's very very bad. It is literally the racists are showing themselves at this point.
Well,
Michael Montero, which he recently blocked me because I felt the need to share all his racist Twitter tweets this week because he felt the need to get mad and retweet something that I said about Loma not being white. I don't give a shit who don't agree with me. Loma is Slavic. He is not white. Americans have a different way of thinking of things. Okay? And like they can call me dumb, all that shit. Loma is Slavic. He is not white. Michael Montero is white, Caucasian from the lands of Caucasus. He is. But fuck Michael Montero. But he asked, like, he didn't know Bud was a part of the LDBC. Like, did you just assume because Bud was like black?
He said what now?
Let me tell you exactly. Hold on. I'm gonna have to go and pull this up. Go ahead and give your spiel, and I'll come back to it after I pull this tweet.
Okay, I am tripping. I just want to shout out a couple of the folks that have come on in the room. Jaylyn, I know I ain't gonna get to all of y'all, but I'm gonna get to everybody I can see. Ball Swanson, Kamara, the Steppin' Razor, Nurse Lee, of course, Phenomenal Mexican, Jerome King, Jed Kyle, Akando, how you doing? Jeff the producer, Dark Kent 718, hey, Rock 03, and Reese Bruh. Thank y'all for coming through tonight. We know it's Friday and y'all would normally probably be doing something other than scrolling through your YouTube. So we appreciate y'all coming. Hey, Felicia Williams and Hardbody. What is it? Hardbody Timo. Hey. Hey, Al. How you doing?
Hey, y'all.
Now,
you ready?
Yes.
I got it. He said, when did Bud join the LDBC? Isn't this the same guy who was re-signed with Top Rank in the past and helped bring other black fighters over to the company? Yes, this has the racists showing their asses full force, right? Diddly white lily assed out. Yeah, all that shit.
Why would he? What made him feel like he needed to throw the LDBC in any of his comments?
You know what I learned this week? The LDBC is a derogatory term on Twitter. Like it's short for hard N, hard ER on Twitter.
Really?
When it's code language. That's what they call it. It's code language. So when they say you're LDBCer. Oh, speaking of LDBCers and Wilders and Spencers, Spensexuals, I'm gonna tell you who got their ass up and basically called everybody hard ends and hard ERs on a show. Rick Glacier. Anytime anybody mentions a Wilder sexual or you know what I'm saying, like a Spensexual, like he was calling you a nigger. Black told y'all what it was the other day. I don't want to say it out loud in front of the national television. Y'all children might still be awake. But if anybody calls you that, that's what they mean. When they say you're a part of the LDBC, them pages on Twitter, they call you.
Wow.
Yeah, yes. That's what they mean by that.
Huh. Okay.
I'm gonna have to send you all over to LDBC or Twitter so you can read what that be like.
Mm-hmm. That's very interesting. Hey, Drew Titan. Hey, Contender. How you doing? Let's see. The LDCB gets mentioned on every major boxing forum, boxing scene, Ring Mag, Twitter account, etc. All racist as fuck. Well,
yeah. That when they mention that on Twitter, that's what they calling you. They
That is
calling
so
you
very
that without
interesting.
calling you that.
I'm not on there enough to know. I had no idea. That is so very interesting.
Yeah, but for Michael Montero to say that about Bud, it makes me think about that Bruce Trampler tweet, that paid slave ass tweet.
Right.
That's how they talk about y'all. That's us.
When he made
Them.
that tweet, when he did that, and he put in quotations, and I understand people who tried to defend him and say, well, he's just using the same term that the man used when he said the comment, blah blah blah. Don't be that comfortable, number one. And number two, you can't say that. You just cannot do that. Why are you even entertaining that? Because you wanted to say that. You like saying that. You've been saying that. That's how you really feel. If you let them talk long enough, they will show you and tell you who the fuck they are every time.
And you better believe them when they show you who they are, because it's not a facade.
The
They
first
show
time.
you exactly who they are.
The first time. Yeah. Very interesting. I'm I have mixed emotions about it where Bud is concerned. I'm ecstatic that he's actually filing a lawsuit, putting something on paper, putting something on record, and not just talking about it. I don't know how it's going to turn out for him. I would imagine that if he actually went and filed a lawsuit, he has some kind of evidence, some kind of really damning evidence. And I would also imagine that once Top Rank finds out what his evidence is, they are going to want to settle. They are not going to want all that shit to come out in court. And so I think they're going to gladly give him the 10 million that he's asking for. I don't know if this is going to put the nail in the coffin for old Bob. Bob got 59 lives, so I don't know how much longer he's gonna be here. I don't think he wants to spend out the rest of his days fighting a lawsuit in court.
Man, I don't know. He didn't live so long. He got me thinking he sell black little children on the black market.
Ma'am,
because he living a long fucking time. For ain't no way you didn't cause that much havoc for 100 years. They took my girl Betty, and Bob's still walking around here holding people on the slave ship. I don't understand that. He calling them hard NERs, friend.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that at all. I don't doubt it.
I know he doing it to their face. You know, you done seen times where, what was that movie? He would tell that man, he's like, you like my son. I ain't never even called you.
Miami, Nights in Miami.
Nights in Miami.
Yes, told Jim Brown that. Yes, he did, and didn't feel no way about it when he said it.
No.
Yeah. I know he has. I'm almost positive he has. And like I said, I don't think he wants all of that to come out in court. I just really don't. I was very disappointed with all of the caping that's been going on for him. Like, this is how I operate. Say, for instance, if something happens with you, I won't use you because we too close for that. If something happens to, let's say, somebody that I don't really fool with, we roll in the same circles, but I don't really fuck with them like that. But if something happens and they have, a big major thing going on, I may not even necessarily agree with it, but I'm not going to inject myself into that situation and then be on the opposing end of it. I'm gonna let whatever that is play out and shut my damn mouth. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna interject myself in nobody's shit unless it's my folks. Why? I know why. I can't even ask the question because I know why. But rhetorically, and I'm asking this chat, why are these people coming to this man's defense, knowing what we know and how he even got this company? Knowing how he even got this company, why are these people coming to this man's defense like this? Why?
I don't know. But Bob called in a favor, like I follow a lot of people on Twitter. Twitter's popping. I remember a lot of funny tweets, so I can come back and tell you about them or talk about them at a later date. Lifty, which is the creator of Chicken Talk, he made a tweet the other day and said he should create an app for racists when they in bad situations where they could like phone a black friend and have a black friend. Bob put in all them calls to where all those high favored black people came in and Bob's so good to me. He gave me all this money and made my life so great. Not to mention that you had to get bust upside your head for a living till you couldn't barely speak. Cause he had Ali fighting in his 70s. He was still in the ring shaking. And then his daughter, her Gucci mouth ass friend. Let me tell you, if I ain't never been more secondhand embarrassed in my life,
man, listen,
Rashida Ali Wash, Layla would have never embarrassed us like that.
Never. I'm so disappointed. Just shut up. Just shut up. You do not have to rush to his rescue. That's what his attorneys are for. Let them sort that out in court. It is not your job to come cheerlead for this old ass devilish man. You know he did your daddy dirty. And you sat up and you letting him pimp your son. What are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing?
We're doing a very bad thing. We're doing a very, very bad. The lawsuit wasn't even out good.
The ink wasn't dry on the mother before they came.
They hadn't published the documents yet, friend. They were still in processing. George Foreman with his big lumpy head ass, he must need some money. The Foreman grill money ain't selling no more. People then came up with some air fryers. Listen, we ain't using the Foreman grill no more.
Exactly, we using air fryers. He rushes. I think he takes pride in being the token. He takes pride in being that one good Negro who's gonna gonna ride with the Klan to the end. Do you hear me? He gonna ride. He's going to he makes it his point. He makes it his business to defend. And I just don't understand. I don't understand.
I don't understand. It's not for us to understand. All we know that is Rashida Ali Wash got her. You know what? Can't tell me that ain't Bob's grandson. They hiding Ali real grandson. You know who Ali real grandson is?
I do. And he's screaming it from the mountaintops, but don't nobody want to listen to it.
They don't want to hear it. It's like, and they got the Men in Black symbols. They didn't came and flash their ass to erase everybody's memory. You can't tell me that boy don't belong to Ali. They took him and dropped him off fast because this Nico is going to be the one. Not this one.
Not him.
Not him.
But he is screaming it. Screaming
it, friend.
All I'm saying is I know folks was womanizers back in the day. That's all I know.
You know, granddaddies had a family right around the corner and everybody knew about each other. He had that boy and he had him out for a reason because that girl brought that white grandbaby home. You seen that picture of Ali frowning, holding that Caucasian baby from the mountain of Caucasus. He didn't want no Caucasian grandbabies. Messed up that man's whole entire legacy.
All I know is Granddaddy Ali was a hot dick back in his day. That's what I do know. That's what I know. He was hot dicking. Now, I do know that. I mean, I'm not in denial about that. He was hot dicking all over the good world. The world. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. All I know is he trying to tell y'all that the spirit of Ali is in him. That's what the boy
telling y'all because that's his damn granddaddy. Friend, I had to go and look at him again. He even got that napping Negro curl You know how he ain't had no edge up because his hair was so curly? He even got that same, it's too coincidental, friend. I cannot. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Papa was a Rolling Stone.
All I know is he was hot digging back in the day. That's what I know. That's all I know. I don't know nothing else. But I know that. Okay, I know that, and I know he didn't discriminate with the dicking. I know that. So yeah, we don't know. I mean, I'm down for the DNA test. I would love to see it. I just, call Maury, calling. I don't know. I don't know how we even got on that, y'all, but we here. That's where we are.
We at Maury. That's where we at this point, because I can't tell me that Nico don't belong in the Bob. You put him right next to him, and him and Bob look really, really, really similar, except for that boy got that 1/3 Negro hair.
And then just kills me. Why do you wear the braids? Why? You are not convincing me with the cornrows. I'm just not convinced. Okay, the cornrows aren't doing it for me. Okay. Anyway,
he ain't even got her for cornrows. Like, and have you noticed, like, you can tell how this is how he don't have her. Every time they braid that shit, it look like he went back there and brushed it. They always
so it could be frizzy.
You know damn well, sir, that hair is straighter than this hair is on the step of my fucking head. Ain't no way. You went your ass in that fucking broom and brushed that fucking hair like that. He did.
Listen.
He didn't even brush him in a do-rag. He took the do-rag off and brushed the braids.
You're not fooling nobody with that. Nah, that's all I'm saying. You just not fooling nobody. Just go ahead and be Nico Walsh and let it go. Let that go. Just go and let that be that. And
his mama ain't gonna let him be just a wash. Just like Anthony Durrell's wife ain't gonna never let him retire.
Friend. He still want a Canelo fight. That man still trying to fight Canelo. I don't know what you talking about. Well, she's still trying to get him a Canelo fight because how did we get here?
I don't know how we ended up here. It went all the way until left field. We started talking about that Caucasus boy from the mountains of Caucasus. He want to be so black. He ain't never been to the hood. He don't even know what the hood look like.
Listen, that's the thing. That's fine. Be Nico Walsh. You don't have to make your storyline your grandfather. Cause I can't even watch the boy fight on ESPN because they drive home the point that his grandfather is Muhammad Ali is his grandfather. It just let that man be Nico Walsh. His real daddy is the man that they saying is his real daddy is in the audience. Can he wear his daddy last name? Damn. Can that man wear his daddy last name? Nico Walsh.
What? Knowing damn well that baby birth certificate say Nico Walsh. Nikolai Walsh. That's his goddamn name. Ain't no Ali. They put that Ali on there when he turned 27. And he probably ain't even that fucking old yet.
As a man, as his daddy, I would just be, I would feel a way about this. I would. But whatever. Okay, I'm off him. He was not on the docket today. We was not supposed to be talking about Nico Walsh today. He got a whole lot of pub that his ass was not even supposed to get. But go off, young man. Go off. I wish you well. I do. But dude, let them cornrows go. Stop that. And tell your mama to hush. Just tell her to hush. I don't want to be disrespectful to the woman, but lady, be quiet. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
Embarrassed us like this.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with you. Shut up. Just shut up, son. Just shut up. Out here giving statements and shit that didn't nobody ask you for. Shut up and let this man get his lawsuit off. You shut your ass up. That goes for her, George Foreman, and whoever else want to come out here and jack this old man dick out. Let's stop. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. Mom, I'm sorry if you're listening. I'm sorry. Listen.
I feel like your mama gonna snatch you up.
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. I promise I'm sorry. Listen, let this boy have this lawsuit. Let him go through this process and shut up. Y'all know Bob done some hideous stuff to folks. Shut up. Shit.
I can't imagine how many N-words all Black American. He said a little bit of everything about everybody. The media is so big now. It don't take much for you to go search Bob Arum and pull up all the fucking derogatory things that he's ever said. Like, he talks shit about gay people. Like, everybody can.
He don't care. He does not care. You know why he doesn't care? Because people's excuses, oh, that's just Bob. He's old. You know, Bob ain't always been old, but Bob's views have always been the same. He been thinking this way for a long time. A long time. I don't want to hear nothing about he's just old. It's just Bob being Bob. No. Mm-hmm. None of that flies. None of that flies. None of it.
Agreed.
Sick of that. I want his old ass to go to jail. I know that's not gonna happen, but I would love for Terence Crawford to get his money. I would love for Terence Crawford to get what he's asking for, and I would be pleased if he was taken to court and all of the things that he has are revealed. That way, all of these folks who are just Bob lovers can just shut up. Shut up. Just because he been good to you don't mean he done been good to everybody else. Shut up. Shut up. Anyway, we gonna move right along. I'm sorry. That was not supposed to go that long.
It strike a little something in your heart when you start talking about his ass.
It really does.
Imagine, like, discovery for this case is gonna be a fool.
Yes.
Like, absolute fool.
Yes.
Because they gonna bring up some stuff that Bob done said that we ain't know Bob done said.
We think we know. I mean, we can imagine all of the things, but I believe that he did not file this law without having some heavy evidence. So we'll see. I just do not believe that they're going to allow this to go to trial. They will. I believe they will settle this before it goes.
Bob a hard bitch. I don't know.
You know, he old and super stubborn.
Yeah, and he loves fighting the shit out of Bud.
I think it does something to him. I think he gets off to embarrass Bud. Yeah, I really do.
It's something. You know what? Every time I think about Bob, I know bullshit. No tea, no shade. You remember when, like, he Mr. Candy from Django, like the man? Yeah, him. That's what Bob gives me. And he just became an old man. He didn't die in the movie. He just got older, kept doing the same shit. Think about how that man was talking about his fighters in that movie. Bob is doing this shit in real life.
In real life. And
if they could tell him to kill him in the ring, don't you know he would be?
Now, yes, he would. But let me ask you this. I'm going to switch gears real quick. Not really switching gears, but I saw today, and I don't really want to get too deep into it because I know we're going to cover this on Sunday, but more information will probably come out between now and then. But I saw today where Mr. Shakur made a statement. Again, I'm talking directly to the fighters. If you're listening, if you're a friend of the fighters, especially those who are still on top rank, shut your ass up. Shut up. I know you're still under contract, so you really shouldn't be saying anything. But you definitely, especially if it's folks who you claim are your brothers. He's like a brother to me. Shut your young ass up. Okay? Just shut up. Don't say nothing. Wait till the shit plays out. Shut up. I can't stress that enough. Shut your goddamn mouth. That's all I got about that. That's all I got to say. Shut up. Shut up. Shut your ass up. Okay, I ain't gonna say it no more. I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's sad how this shit is happening because, like, they know shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know he knows shit, but you're not in a position
To
to
say.
say anything. Just
You're
everybody
not in a
lay
position
low.
to say anything, and I understand that because you are under contract. But shut up, though. Don't say nothing about anybody. Shut your ass up. Okay?
We living in a different time, friend. We not living in a time for know nothing, see nothing. We living in a time of I saw it. I'm gonna tell y'all about it, but I'm gonna tell you indirectly. Hold up, I'm gonna tell a friend, and my friend gonna come out here and tell y'all. That's
It's
what
not.
type of time we living in. We not living in no gangster shit no more, friend.
I hate that. I
So do
hate
I.
that. I hate that. Just if you ain't never known how to be mute before in your life, now is the time. Because we do really understand. You're still over there. But shut up though. And that's the one thing, this is what I was gonna say earlier about Bud. I'm happy that he's doing this, but I still in my mind, I remember everything leading up to this. And some stuff, like I just can't get past him telling everybody that Bob had a great heart. Y'all just don't know him like I do. His heart is so. I remember that. I can't get past. I mean, I don't want to say I can't get past it, but I remember that. And I just don't understand why he felt the need to say that. Like he could have just not said nothing. Motherfuckers don't realize the power of silence sometimes. Sometimes just don't say anything. He didn't have to say nothing. He could have left Bob out there on that log because Bob was looking real suspect to the whole world then. Like everybody's like, why is he doing this man like this? He got the number one fighter in the world. Why is he talking like this about this dude? And we all would have just been on Bob. But Bud made it his business to come back and tell us all. Y'all, I just don't know Bob like I know Bob.
To
That
come
makes it
out
very
6 months later and suing.
yeah. See that
It's
makes me
giving.
take a step back.
I feel like it's
What?
giving I don't want to fight era at all. Like this is gonna tie this fight up some more. Cause he gonna be in court with Bob for however long Bob wanna drag this shit out. He still owe Bob a fight regardless at the end of the day. He had one more fight to fight, right? Was that not the T, y'all? Cause I know y'all know. He still had to give Bob one more fight. So with that being said, it's giving I don't want to fight Earl Spence Jr. So now I need to go expose Bob as a fucking racist, get the money I was gonna get for this fight, and go on somewhere else because he gonna get that plus some out of this. Ain't that what he would be getting to fight Errol? If we gonna be frank. But I'm gonna sit back and drink my fluids because COVID is working and Marion and dance in my house. So maybe I don't know. Maybe it's a Marion tap dancing on the side of my head got me feeling like it's giving. I don't want to fight Errol, but I feel like I'm gonna be in court. I need to get my money, so I feel like I need to drink my water. Let me sip my.
Y'all, I don't know how to respond to that because I had not even thought of it like that. But that show do make a lot of sense. I had not thought of that angle, friend. This is why we bounce really well, friend.
I know.
Y'all, what y'all think about that in the comment section? Because I had not thought about that angle.
And y'all, we living in a crazy time. People doing some weird shit for money that they ain't getting in other places. You ain't making enough money on work at work. They got side hustles now. You know what I'm saying? Like people is making waist beads and making wigs and shit if you ain't making enough money at your one job. So I feel like this is a scheme.
Friend, I think you might be on to something.
We got a lot of theories up in this bitch.
We do, y'all. We're gonna blow y'all away in a couple of weeks. We're gonna blow y'all away.
But I feel like we just might unearth some ass on this Friday in the new year.
Friend, I think you done said something. I believe you have run up on something. Ooh.
We'll see how long this case get tied up in court and Bud stay out of the ring. Aaron only has one more fight. He finna fight Ugis in April. This ain't gonna be over with before the end of the year. Especially if he did something like wanting to select a jury trial and this actually goes to trial. Jury trials take at least a year before they even, well, I don't know.
Well, y'all, there you have it. BOXIANA has spoken, and I was not even anywhere in that vicinity, but she done yanked the curtain off of something, and I cannot wait to see what color the walls are gonna be come this summer.
It's gonna be a very, very, very warm summer.
Wow.
No, it's not no criminal trial, but here's the things about trials. Now I get to use my shit. Here's the thing about trials. They have to go through levels of things, and it's gonna take the same amount of time as a criminal trial for them to even start the proceedings on this. Discovery is gonna take at least months for this. Just trust me.
Unless
these lawyers just been emotion.
Well, I was gonna say, unless they do what I think they're gonna do and gladly give him that $10 million so this can go away.
Bob not giving him that fucking money. Bob not giving him that money. He gonna have to take that money from him. And if Bob give him that money, it would be the ultimate surprise. And the only way that Bob would give him that money, if Bud got something so big on Bob that'll win him this case. It's a fighting chance you'll get something out of this if this don't go to trial and they finish this in mediation. Because they could mediate it. It could not even go that far. And they could just stop in mediation and they settle. It ain't gonna go like that. It's stubborn ass people. But if Bud really want that money, he gonna stop that shit in mediation. Wow. Either way, they gonna mediate this case for at least 6 to 9 months.
Wow. Ma'am. Wow. Anthony Bolton says, here's my theory. Killer Dan is Bud's new advisor. He helped Bud with that lawsuit. BOXIANA has a great point, though. I believe he has some damning evidence. I do believe that. I don't think he would have frivolously gone and done this whole done all the paperwork to present this case, not to present this case, but to make this claim and not have something substantial to back it up. So,
and you know what? Anthony Wright, to add to that, Dan been after Bob's company for how long?
He has.
Boy, we didn't see. You see what happened when black people get together and start thinking? The wrong shit started coming out. We see. Now I'm finna have to turn my phone off at night because people finna be trying to listen to our conversation when we talking, friend.
Wow. This is about to be very interesting, y'all.
I'm interested. I'm more interested now because I really forgot he's been advised by Daniel Kinahan. I forgot about that.
He is.
Well, It's gonna rain on your head.
It's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain on your head.
I'm about to get in my rocking chair and see what color the walls is gonna be. That's what I'm about to do. Oh my gosh.
And just think, Daniel been in his bag and he finally got Bud to get on board with this shit. I know he got a bomb so fucking big in his bag, and I wish I could look in that bag before the damn bomb bust. Cause when they drop this bitch gonna go, it ain't gonna go. Cause once they show Bob what they got, Bob he gonna give them everything they
That's what
want.
I'm telling you. He's gonna settle. I have no doubt in my mind that he's gonna do whatever he needs to do so that this doesn't go to trial. I just don't believe he's gonna allow that to happen. I don't. And I don't think Bud came with this case without having that kind of evidence. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Good and spicy.
Yeah, good and spicy. Well, y'all, we done, we have little conspiracy theories, but we really didn't have this plan to share with y'all this evening. But we got to talking and throwing stuff around, and look what came out.
That's why they don't want Black people to think together. We start fucking around and figuring out how the world works. Take some shit over for real.
Well, yeah, I think we have given y'all, a nice little nugget to ponder on for the weekend. Y'all know a lot of stuff that we don't know. So, mull this over so we can talk about it some more next Friday.
Yeah, because this is going to be an ongoing thing, you guys.
Yes, it is. This definitely will be an ongoing discussion. I'm sure new evidence will be being leaked. It's going to be a lot. But I will say.
Oh, wait, now, friend, before we go, we got to hit one more thing.
What?
What you think about Pauly and Zach Slater and all those people talking about George Floyd and him passing and laughing, and what do you think about the racism in boxing before we dip out of here? Like, how strong is racism in boxing right here in the 2022?
Well, it is strong as it has ever been. Boxing was built on racism, as far as I'm concerned. So them doing what they do still in 2022, I'm not surprised. I already knew who Pauly was. I already knew who AC Slater was, Mario Lopez. I already knew who they were. I was not surprised. I don't even want to say it shocks me. It actually is old at this point. There's not even any shock value to them saying what they say live on the air like that anymore. It used to be a shock value to it where we're like, I can't believe they said that. I'm not even shocked no more. Actually, say that so people can know exactly who you are and who they're dealing with, and if they want to be associated with you. AC Slater is going to be joining Pauly Malignaggi jobless here in a little while. He was supposed to fill in for Ellen on her show. Well, the good people started adding Ellen, showing Ellen exactly who it is you're going to have in your spot hosting your show. She don't need no extra drama on her way out the door. So looks like he may have giggled himself out of some work. So go right on ahead. Keep joking. Keep thinking stuff is funny. Keep showing who you are, because one of these good days, you're going to be out and about with your family, with your friends, and some random person who saw that shit is going to see you and approach you. And it may not be a civil approaching, but you're going to have to answer for the dumb shit you say at some point in time. So I'm just waiting on that mystical, magical day, keep revealing who you are. Keep doing that so people can know who they are dealing with. it's really bad when you think you're dealing with somebody and you have no idea what they think personally. You know, they're a completely different person, and you're like, you find out and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe he thinks like that. Well, that's not the case for either one of them. I put them in the same room with Bob Arum. I know who all of y'all are. Y'all chill together. That's cool. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. But you can't stay away from everybody. You're going to find yourself in a room. You're going to find yourself in a space with somebody who was offended and who's going to let you know that they were offended. And then you're going to have to explain yourself. There hasn't been enough repercussions for bullshit like that. When people start feeling the repercussions, they'll get a little bit more selective about the dumb shit they say in public. So I'm not shocked. They can all, I ain't gonna say it, mama, but yeah, they can all find themselves somewhere.
They can.
Yeah.
And definitely can.
Yeah.
I just want to know what you thought, friend. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I want them to keep laughing and giggling. Because people like me and you going to be taking their jobs. That's why all these folks in there watching us right now get used to these fucking little ass faces. Because we here for a long time. Not a good one.
Huh. That part. And with that, y'all, do you have any closing remarks for the good people?
Yeah, I do. Shout out to CC. Because CC be holding us the fuck down during the week. I want you to know from the bottom of my Omarion written heart, you got my whole support, CC. Like, I appreciate you holding us down during the week. If ain't nobody gonna say it, CC is definitely the fucking enforcer. Respect her gangster. We'll be here on Sunday to give this same amount of Cadillac and fun. Apparently, we'll have a fight to talk about when we get there. I'm going to bed because my voice is about to give out and gave it all I can give. So I'll see y'all on Sunday.
We sure appreciate you for coming through for us on this Friday, BOXIANA. We really do. I'm telling you, if you didn't tell us you were sick, we would not know. You are the same cuteness that you are always. And so thank you for showing up and showing out. Thank y'all for coming through. We appreciate it. We really do. And I want to second what you said about Cecilia Robinson. CC, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. And with that, we will see y'all next Friday. First, we'll see y'all Sunday on the fight party. And enjoy your weekend. Be safe, y'all. Omicron, Delta, and the original. They all out here. They out here and they looking and lurking. And we'll see y'all next Friday.